Hi, my name is Amy Lerner. I am a PhD student at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. I am in the School of Education here, and I enrolled in this program because the faculty members who I found here were amazing. Their research really spanned across multiple areas that I was interested in, and I came down and I met with them in person when I was making my decisions about where to go to grad school. And I just really connected with them, and I felt like they really understood me and my goals and what I wanted to get out of this program. My long-term goal is to become a professor at a research university. I would like to teach undergraduate students, graduate students, mentor them, and conduct my own research as well. Recently, I've been working on a project which is to develop a handbook. It's actually a resource guide called Educating the Refugee Child. It's for teachers, elementary school teachers, who are working with refugee students from Burma. I came to create this handbook by working in the schools with teachers here locally in Chapel Hill and Carrboro over the past 2 years. And I had a lot of teachers telling me that they spend a lot of time after school searching the internet for information about this group of refugees that was coming into the schools. And there was no resources that they could go to. And I kept hearing this need for somebody to compile resources so that when a new teacher came or new students came, there would be something to go to that could help them and give them some direction in terms of working with these students. This resource guide is hopefully a starting point, something that teachers who have a new refugee student in their class can go to and use. This guide's also available online, so I have hyperlinks so that teachers can be directed to other websites that might be helpful. One of the questions actually that teachers kept asking me when I started working with them in schools are, what are other teachers doing? They know that refugees aren't just being resettled here, but all over the country. So they would constantly ask me, well, what do other teachers do? And I said, that's a good question. Let me look into it. So I started doing some research, and there's very little literature on this topic. And so that question really stuck with me, and I thought, what a great idea for my dissertation if I could write a grant to go collect data somewhere else. I've been in the school district here for 2 years. I've collected some data here and find out kind of what's going on somewhere else where these kids are being resettled. Do the challenges look the same? Have they discovered other strategies that are useful that we might be able to share with one another? So I wrote a grant with the help of faculty members here at UNC to go to the Washington, D.C. area, where there's a large population of refugees from Burma in Howard County, Maryland, just outside D.C. And my plans for being in D.C. this year is to get into the schools there and kind of find out what's going on there. Are teachers having the same problems? Are they encountering the same sorts of issues? And then what are they doing about them? Have they discovered things that might be useful for teachers here or somewhere else where these refugees have come to? So the School of Education has been a wonderful experience for me. All of the faculty that I've worked here with have been just beyond amazing, just incredibly supportive. Dr. New, who's my faculty advisor, Dr. Vernon Bagans, who I've worked closely with, and Patricia Garrett-Peters, who's over at Frank Porter Graham, have all been an amazing support system for me. They have just heard what I've wanted to do, heard my interests, and helped me do everything I can to meet my goals and to do those interests and to really be engaged in the work that I want to be engaged of instead of pushing something else on me. So I really appreciate them for that. My coursework has been phenomenal. Just every aspect of being at the School of Education has been really wonderful for me.